So this is about Mammy and MG. About 1973, 72, I would have been about 24 and Mammy would have been 90. And we're living together at that house on Nogalitas. I got my garage apartment and she lives in the house. And we'd been doing this since I was 18 and I'd moved in there, or 19. And it was Christmas and it was colder than hell, man. It was one of the coldest winters Texas has had. Look it up, early 70s. And it was in the teens or zeros, and snow everywhere, sleet. I'm pretty sure there was snow and sleet, but it was in the teens or below. And my mother is having Christmas in Oak Hill, where they live, southwest Austin, and sister and Max and Dutch were going to be there, and they've had this big thing planned for the whole couple of days, and with a fireplace, and me and Mammy over there freezing to death, and so I said, well, all I got's an MG, 1960 MG, and it's 10 years old. I just got it running again, but it didn't have a top, and it didn't really have a heater. It had a thing you opened up to blow hot air, but it was just the engine air, and it was virtually no help in a convertible. And we went. And we bundled up with everything we had, and gloves, and blankets, and clothes, and drove all the way to Austin and then out to Oak Hill. I'm going to say 110 miles, maybe at least 100 miles, maybe more, in teens and below weather. A 90-year-old woman, 92 or 3 maybe. We spent 2 or 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, whatever it was, I don't remember, probably 4 or 5 days, and then got ready to come back. It was even colder, and my mom and everybody, but they knew Mammy. She's the hardiest woman that anyone had ever met in their lives, any of us. My grandmother pulled a plow behind a mule when she was 14 years old in Pearsall, Texas. She was one of the older girls, and there were no old boys, and this older boys, there were toddler boys, Finney and Robert, but there were no older boys. And when she was 14, her dad, he was a farmer, he put her to work in pulling a plow behind a mule. I swear to Jesus, she told me that story, and my grandma, don't lie and don't exaggerate. That woman was a force of nature. She lived to be almost 100, just a couple months shy of 100, and she was 90 years old. She was going strong as she'd ever had. She had a corner lot there on Nogalitas with a giant backyard, and she'd mow that whole thing herself. I've seen her do it 1,000,000 times. I would do it when I lived there, but I'm just saying, she wasn't afraid to get out there and work with a horse. She'd done the hardest work there ever was. And the best cook that God ever made, by far and away, Mammy was the best any of her family and all their kids and grandkids. No one no one knew anyone who could cook as good as she could. She was famous for it. Sewed her own clothes. I have a picture of her in a shirt that is, hers is mattress ticking. Mine looks like mattress ticking, but I'd paid $75 for it at North Star Mall in 1973. I thought I was styling, and Gail's in the car took a picture of us with my arm around her. And when I looked at it, I didn't even realize we had the same fucking shirt, except she had made hers out of literal mattress ticking, which is white with blue stripes. Mammy, quite a woman. I'll miss her to this day.